A child's laughter, once echoing through the quiet forests of southern Alberta, has now been replaced by silence. 6-year-old Darius MacDougall vanished without a trace during a weekend camping trip with his family, an ordinary outing that turned into every parent's worst nightmare. Before we continue, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell, so you'll be the first to get updates on this heartbreaking story and others like it. It all began on what seemed like a perfect autumn morning. The MacDougall family had driven out to a popular but rugged camping area in southern Alberta, a spot known for its stunning views and deep woods. It was a kind of place families visit to escape the noise of the city, to reconnect, to breathe, to live simply for a few days. But for the MacDougalls, that peaceful escape became a scene of confusion and devastation. At some point during the trip, Darius was gone. No sound, no sign, no goodbye. One moment, he was there, bright-eyed, full of life, and the next, he had vanished into the wilderness. As panic set in, emergency calls were made, and within hours, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police launched an intensive search effort unlike anything the region had seen in years. The operation quickly expanded to cover nearly 22 square kilometers of dense, unforgiving terrain, thick forests, rocky hills, and rivers that snaked through deep ravines. Search teams worked around the clock, navigating steep slopes and heavy brush, battling fatigue and unpredictable weather. The RCMP didn't leave anything to chance. Drones scanned from above, while K-9 units traced scents through undergrowth. Helicopters hovered low, using infrared sensors to detect heat signatures in the woods. Mounted officers on horseback covered ground unreachable by vehicles, and underwater recovery teams scoured nearby lakes and creeks in hopes of uncovering even the smallest clue. Every inch of the terrain was combed repeatedly. Investigators widened their search radius, up to 12 kilometers from where Darius was last seen. Ground crews collectively traveled more than 5,300 kilometers, walking and re-walking paths, checking and rechecking the same spots, refusing to let exhaustion cloud their focus. The same areas were revisited multiple times, driven by one goal: to find Darius. Every rustle in the leaves, every broken twig, every footprint was examined. And yet, the results were the same. Nothing. No trace of the little boy. No sign of struggle. No clothing. No belongings. Not even a fragment of evidence to explain what had happened. Days turned into weeks, and the uncertainty grew heavier. How could a child simply disappear in a space so thoroughly searched? The RCMP continued to expand their investigation, speaking with witnesses, examining surveillance footage from nearby highways, and retracing every possible movement from the family's timeline. Despite the scale of the search, no evidence pointed to foul play. Still, investigators have made it clear they are not ruling anything out. Every lead, no matter how small, is being pursued. The operation eventually reached a difficult decision point. After exhausting every viable lead and searching the area multiple times over, the RCMP made the emotional announcement: the search operations would be demobilized. But that didn't mean the case was over. The disappearance of Darius MacDougall remains an active investigation, and officers continue to follow up on new information as it comes in. Behind the scenes, forensic experts and search coordinators are reviewing data, looking for any overlooked detail that could shift the case in a new direction. For the MacDougall family, life has become an agonizing waiting game. Each day without answers feels longer than the last. The campsite that once held laughter now holds unanswered questions, and the community that surrounded them has been left shaken and heartbroken. Authorities have issued a renewed public appeal for assistance. They're asking anyone who may have been in the area that weekend, hikers, campers, drivers, to come forward with anything they might have seen, no matter how insignificant it may seem. Even the smallest detail could be the missing piece that finally reveals what happened to Darius. This case has deeply affected not just a family, but an entire nation. It's a haunting reminder of how fragile safety can feel, even in the most familiar places. Despite advanced technology, vast manpower, and tireless dedication, a 6-year-old boy remains missing in the heart of Canada's wilderness, leaving behind a trail of heartbreak and endless questions. As the investigation continues, one thing remains certain: the search for answers will not end here. Somewhere out there lies the truth about what happened to Darius MacDougall, and until that truth is uncovered, this case will continue to echo across Alberta, a chilling mystery that refuses to fade. So, if you're watching this and you know something, anything, please reach out to authorities. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications so you'll stay updated on every new development in this ongoing investigation. Because stories like this deserve to be told, and missing children like Darius deserve to be found.